have a secret. When I first got my locks, I was afraid to really moisturize them. Hi my loves, I am back with obviously a hair video. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing everything that I use or that I do to moisturize my hair and to keep my hair moisturized. So before we get into it, I feel like it's appropriate to give y'all a little bit of a backstory. So probably you know by this title I have 4C hair, but I want to kind of get into it a little deeper here today. Let's get into it. So before I really get into it, I want to kind of give you all a backstory, kind of like to shape your understanding of me and like my hair story a little bit, I guess. I have always struggled with managing my 4C hair, okay? Like always. Like my mother struggled with my hair, my aunt struggled with managing my hair, I struggled with managing my hair from a very early age. I think I had my first perm at like 11 or 12 or whatever. I definitely like didn't have my period like super young, and that was because like nobody could really, with the exception of one person in my family, could really like manage my hair or like keep moisture in it. Okay, so it's fair to say that I never really had the best relationship with my hair in my early childhood and even into like my early adult life. I think it's also like appropriate to mention that I am literally the only one in my family with 4C hair. Everybody else in my family hair has like looser textured hair, way more manageable hair. It just looks completely different. Just period. That's it. And I don't think I was ever really invested, or even like my mom probably not either, was like ever really invested in the health of my hair, but like I was definitely concerned and invested in how it looked always, no matter the cause, like literally and figuratively. Like I'm thinking back now, even as a loose natural, I never really took the best care of my hair. In the beginning, it's probably because I just didn't know how. Like I simply just never knew how. I didn't know what my hair liked, what it didn't like, how to maneuver it, how to manipulate it. I just like was very ignorant to the hair that grew out of my scalp, literally, y'all. Like it's a shame. Very simply put, I didn't know what it needed, what it liked, how to maintain length. That was like a huge one because my hair would grow. Like my hair can grow and it can grow long, but like I just never knew how to retain the length. Like y'all, I would like have box braids and see like this much of new growth. By the time I took it out, like it was like bitch wear, you know what I mean? Like I just didn't know. Especially like I remember on YouTube it was like this big thing about low porosity hair, high porosity. Like I had no clue, like what does that even mean? Like I just didn't know. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is that my hair has kind of been like a huge mystery to me. Like knowing how to do my hair was synopsis with like knowing how to style my hair with extensions, with braids, with weaves, with heat, with ponytails, with something. And when I said, oh, I know how to do hair, it wasn't like I know how to do my hair. I knew how to care for natural hair. I knew how to do a style, okay? And I think it's also fair to mention too, in addition to my 4C hair, I also have eczema. I've had eczema for some years now. And if you know anything about eczema, you know that it's like super itchy and it can get in your scalp sometimes. I haven't really seen it recently in a few years because I actually know what to do with my hair now, prior to like getting locked and stuff. But like I would have dry patches in my head. Like I have a really itchy scalp naturally, itchy skin naturally if I don't properly take care of it. And even when I am taking care of it, like times like this, like when the seasons are breaking in September now, like is when like my eczema flares up, my asthma flares up no matter what. It's just how it's been over the past few years. Now that that's out of the way, I want to start off by saying that like water was literally kryptonite to my 4C hair. And I know that may sound weird to some of y'all, but I want y'all to keep in mind that I'm trying to be like really honest here. Like when you go through what I went through to perm press, slick, edge, swoop, butter, cream, whatever I was doing, Like, the last thing I was trying to do was wet my hair. Not unless I was wetting it to wash it, you know what I mean, under lock and key, and I had a whole day to kind of wash and condition my hair. Water was not something like, oh girl, spritz and go. Like, that was not her. And she was not it. And I'm not trying to sound disgusting. Of course, like I said, I wash and condition my hair like a routine, like I was supposed to. But that was like the only time she was getting water is when I was washing it, honestly. So when the natural hair movement came around and all of the like natural hair YouTubers was like, well, first you start with spritz your hair lightly with water. Like, I knew that that didn't apply to me because water meant shrinkage. Shrinkage meant it was going to curl up and it was going to knot up and yada, 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 yada. Like, if you have 4C hair, you know what's up. And then, like, if you have special kind of 4C hair like me, like, my shrinkage is real. Like, not fake real, but real real. And I say all that to say, like, when you have locks, water is your friend. Okay? Water actually elongates your hair. It actually weighs your hair down a little bit, because if you're like me and you have starter locks, then your hair is kind of like really light. It has no weight to it. And like, originally it sounded crazy to me. Like, I would watch lock videos and it was like, people were like, oh, lightly damp your hair with water. But like, if I never came from a practice of just lightly spritzing my hair with water, that just seemed like, why am I doing that now? You know? But your locks need water. It's crazy to say it. And it's crazy that it took me so long to actually say that. I don't want y'all to come for me because I don't want to sound dumb. But I'm just telling y'all, like, water was not a thing, but your locks need water. Just like your body. And this is how I kind of like rationalize it in your mind. Like, your body needs water. And not just as a cleansing tool, but it actually craves water. Like, you know, we're made up mostly of water. Your hair craves water. I didn't know that. And I'm making this video because I don't want you to deprive your hair of moisture and water like I did, because of a just false misconception or just lack of knowledge. And I kind of spent a little bit of time on this, and I'm being a little bit vulnerable because nobody ever told me that. I had to kind of figure it out on my own. And it might sound like redundant to some people and crazy to others, but I hope it resonates with somebody, because I was at somebody at one point. I hate to say it, but I was. Okay, so now that that awkwardness is out of the way, let's kind of get into the products that I use on my hair. So, of course, if you watch lock videos, if you're new to lock videos, I know you've seen this or something like this in everybody's video. You need to have a spray bottle, a nozzle spray, whatever the case, you know, one that preferably has like an adjuster like this, so that way you can kind of control the mist. Sometimes if you can like make it come out as like a hard stream, and then others it's like a mist. I like to keep mine on misty. Okay, misty. And I just bought this from Target for like $1 or $2. And I like to use like lukewarm water, or sometimes kind of just cool water too, if you have natural hair. Another good trick is, if you're washing your hair, wash it with warm water, and then your last rinse use cool water, because it kind of keeps your hair in a stretched state. I don't know if some of your like stylists do that, but mine definitely does, and I do it at home. Even when I wash my locks, I wash it with the warm water, and then for that last rinse I use cool water. So cool to lukewarm water in your spray bottles. I sometimes maybe might add a little bit of oil in this too. Just depending. Give it like a few drops, a quick shake. That's the noise that it makes. And you know, get it going. The next thing, of course, everybody raved about rose water when I was watching starter lock videos, and I have to tell y'all, like, rose water is a must. Like, even if I don't use a lot of water, I'm gonna use some rose water. And it, like, when you wet your hair, it kind of like sets. Like, my hair is not heavy enough yet to kind of like just throw in a ponytail and it looks right, because my hair is still pretty short. I have to kind of like mold it and sculpt it, so making it wet, then tying it with a do-rag or a scarf kind of lays it down. This right here, y'all, this, it's not gonna be able to show because my camera doesn't autofocus, okay? Not yet anyways. This brand is Esla, I think it is. This is so good on my skin, y'all. Like, high key. I was trying to leave a link in the description box in another lock video, but I couldn't find it for some reason. But I'm just gonna go on my like order purchases and get this. And this has lasted me, I am like 5 months locked now, almost 6 months, and I'm like halfway through the bottle. This lasts forever. It's only 4 fluid ounces, but you know, miss. This is good on your skin, your locks, all that. This is something else I use when I'm moisturizing. This is pretty much a leave-in conditioner. And it's just cream of nature coconut milk. Y'all can see this is like for real going. I like swear by this because I love the way it smells. It still gives you the wet dampness. Now I might not use all three: water, rose water, and leave-in. Like I use this when I'm like really trying to hydrate my hair, and like the nape of my hair gets super dry, the front gets super dry, and like in the center. So I like sometimes hit that up, you know, those problem areas, those itchy spots, because again I have eczema. And like, so because I have eczema too, this is important. Like I have to stay away from a lot of fragrant free stuff, like whatever. So this is really light and like doesn't cause my scalp to itch. So this is just cream of nature coconut milk leave-in spray conditioner. I have an oil. I use like almond oil sometimes, coconut oil, just depends on what I have on hand, what I'm in the mood for. When I was a loose natural, my hair loved jojoba oil. I don't have any right now because I'm all out, okay? But I prefer jojoba oil. Everybody has a preference. Some people like carrot oil. Just with the oil that you like, figure out what your scalp likes. You know, figure out what your skin likes. With locks, I'm learning it's not a one size fit all nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like your hair is so individual. It's just crazy. It's astonishing. Like I just really missed the mark with my hair for so many years, and I'm just so glad that I'm getting it right now. But get a light oil to kind of moisturize that you get into a nozzle bottle. I should show you guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The bottles that have the pointy nozzle and you just get to your roots or your problem areas. And then of course you seal it with your Jamaican black castor oil. I have this Sunny Owl brand, 100% natural. This is, I love this. I swear by this. I put this on my skin. I put this on my locks as a sealant. And this also gives you a little bit of weight too, girl. Because like, you see my antennas, right? Boom. This is what I'm talking about. You need a little bit of weight. This castor oil will do it. And last but not least, I use a little bit of raw African shea butter, and this is actually mango butter. I know y'all know what mango butter is. I actually put a little bit, and like I use a very small amount because this stuff is really scented, and I like for my hair to smell really good without it actually being on my scalp. Again, itchy scalp. So I usually put like this. I hope this shows. You can't even, it's like literally nothing. And I'll rub it in right in my hand, and I'll just like, you know, hit the ends or something, you know what I mean, just to get that. I might put a little bit on the back of my neck, you know what I mean. Okay, keep it real, y'all, and just get that little fragrant in there. But it's not like a fragrant like a perfume because it is still shea butter. So this is just like really not moisturizing. This is kind, well, it does moisturize, but it's kind of like just for me. I like for my locks to smell, you know, really nice and you know, natural and pretty when you get close to me. That's pretty much it. That's what I do. I can remember like going to school smelling like sulfur 8, going to school smelling like Dugro, and like just a whole bunch of like heavy greases on my pores, the lotions and everything. Like I don't really do that. But I do listen to my scalp when I am feeling itchy, when I feel like my hair isn't as supple as it needs to be, and I'm talking about like at the roots. I get that nozzle bottle, boop right there, boop right there, and I lightly massage my scalp. That creates blood circulation that will allow your hair to actually grow more. And drink water, because when you're drinking, you're ingesting water and you are still moisturizing your hair. You're moisturizing and you're replenishing your whole entire body in general. Yeah, that's what I do for my moisture routine. Alright, y'all, I'm not even gonna keep it crazy. I'm not even gonna do too much because y'all know I can. If anything that I said resonated with you today, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And also hit the subscribe button, join the family. And if you have locks, thinking about locks, or just started your loc journey, I'm gonna leave a link in the description to my private Facebook group where we kind of just talk about locks and share and, you know, do things on a more intimate level over there because y'all, as you can kind of tell, I'm still very, very, very new in my loc journey. And I'm just keeping real with y'all. So, you know, let's do this thing together. As always, I am sending you a much love and much light. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. You might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let YouTube know it's real, okay? All right, for real. I'm leaving this time, but for real, don't forget to hit subscribe, okay? Okay, all right. You got it. All right, you got it. You got it? Okay, all right. All right.